Hello, everyone. My name is Rob Smith. I'm the president of the Almond Glen Owners Association as of February the 4th, 2018. I'm a member of the board of directors, and this proposal is for the Almond Glen Owners Association board of directors. I'm going to ask them to consider this proposal and take a look at our current contract with Liberty Waste Services for dumpster service and consider this option. I'm sharing this out so that the neighborhood is aware of what we're doing and specifically so the town homeowners can have an opportunity to take a look and weigh in on this. Our goal as a homeowners association when it comes to waste removal for our townhomes is to try to make sure that their trash is removed from the neighborhood without any major issues, and specifically to try to reduce the issues that we're having with the dumpsters and their overflow issues. We have a contract with Liberty Waste with two 6-yard dumpsters right now. We have considered increasing the size of those dumpsters, that kind of thing. I cannot recall the exact numbers that we have, and I have spent most of my morning trying to put this together to get out to the neighborhood. So I apologize. Not all of my numbers are accurate to this minute, but I know our first year contract, which started April 1st of 2016 with Liberty, was $550 a month for the dumpster removal. Our second year rate is $600 per month for dumpster removal. And then going into our third year, that increased. We are looking at a contract which expires March 31st of 2018, and I want us to consider a contract change. If I have the slides here, the problem we're currently seeing, dumpsters are being used by outside entities. People from the single family homes are coming over. People from outside of Almond Glen are coming over, and they're dumping trash into the townhome dumpsters. That includes people who are renting, people who are staying. It's a lot of things going on in and out of those dumpsters over there, and it's creating multiple issues. As you can see in this photo here, this is a mild day as far as cleanup need to be done. The dumpsters have recently been emptied out. There was a bunch of bulk items that were in there that had to be cleaned out. Somebody has apparently decided they didn't want Liberty Waste anymore, and they had a hard time getting Liberty to pick up their 96-gallon container, so that's being left up there. A lot of issues at those dumpsters. People who live near the dumpsters wish that the dumpsters were spread out between the two sides so that they didn't have to have two big dumpsters and all that over there. People who don't live near the dumpsters say, don't put a dumpster anywhere near me. I don't want that mess. So we're going back and forth with animals and bugs and the smell and just all the issues that go on with it. The other side of it is there's an obvious need for bulk item pickup over there, and because of that, people from probably not only the townhomes but also the single family homes and again outside entities swing by and just throw whatever they want to over there. So we get everything from couches and beds all the way to appliances dumped over there. That means we have to pay extra above and beyond our contracted costs to take that stuff away every year, and that's a problem. So looking at the solution, what can we do? I say no more dumpsters. Let's get rid of them. We've talked about this in the past and we couldn't find a way to implement it. Other areas around us are using the type of service that I'm going to recommend here, and I think it could be very successful. We're looking at, let's do parking side pickup for the townhomes. So what does that mean? It's an individual service for every townhome. Everybody has their own little trash can that they can bring out. It can be up to 45 gallons, and we have to strictly enforce not only the size of the container, but also the location it's stored in. It would need to be stored out of sight during the week. We'll have to work with the townhome owners because some people do not have fenced in areas out back where it could be, or maybe their front yard is the area where the pickup point is. So we'll have to work with people a little bit and kind of find solutions for them. But one of the things we'll do to help out with that, we're going to have 2-time-a-week pickup. So hopefully that'll cut down on the number of bags that you're trying to store, which means you could have a much smaller container. Maybe you just have what I'm thinking of, like a Rubbermaid container you could set out with the bags in it and they take it away. There's not even a requirement for a container. So if you're a 1-bag-a-week person, you want to tie them up the night before or the morning of, stick it outside, as long as you're not having to worry about animals digging into it. So I'd be a little concerned about setting it out overnight, but I think setting it out there the morning of, it'd be fine. Or again, even that simple Rubbermaid container. Obviously, you'd be responsible if you set your bags out on the front stoop and just throw them out there for the trash pickup and a dog destroys them and they go everywhere. You could be responsible for that. If we have to send somebody over to clean it up for you, we'll just bill the townhome owner. So I would recommend something, but we'll be pretty strict about the container sizes. Same thing with being able to place a container or tie bags out for the front. They can do that, like I was saying. Still HOA provided service. This isn't going to be switched over to where the townhome owners have to individually do it. Every townhome will have this service provided to them, and it'll be taken over immediately. As far as recycling services, that is a huge request. Very hard to implement under the dumpster plan. Abuse of the dumpsters. I don't see any reason why somebody would walk over there and throw big old bags of garbage and paint containers into a recycling dumpster. There's zero reason to think that anybody would respect that. Additional dumpsters over there dedicated to just recycling are going to cost us more money. Trying to up the size of the one dumpster so that there's room for trash and then put another dumpster in there for recycling. It's just really been a problem. However, under the new plan, you'll get an 18-gallon container for recycling. That's the little containers you see everybody that they put underneath their sink and stuff, and then they throughout the week collect their bottles and cans and they put them out. You'll be able to put that out, and we're gonna have a once per week pickup for that. So twice per week for your trash, once per week for your recycling. I think that in of itself is going to be a huge thing for any townhome resident. To the board, how we implement this service, the first thing we do after we say, yeah, let's go forward with it, we'll get the contract ready, and we will have to get some letters out to the townhome owners. I don't think these need to be mailed. They can be dropped off. We may have some out-of-town residents that we need to hit. So any of our townhome owners who have a registered out-of-town address, we would mail them notice. We'd also put notice up at the collection point so that people see when they go up to the dumpsters, and attention, this is going to be changing, make a difference type thing. After that's put out there and we've got it all in place, the contract will be canceled, the dumpsters will go away, and I say we take down that fenced area completely so that people aren't tempted to still use that as some sort of a collection point or dump off for their couches and that kind of thing. And we just turn that into some more visitor parking. Inspections will have to include townhome owners' containers, not only where they're positioned, but also the size. If we notice somebody gets a 96-gallon container, we need to go after that very heavily. The 45-gallon max needs to be enforced, not only for us, but also contractually, just because of the type of service they're doing. People need to use those containers respectfully, too. They'll need to bag their stuff up and put them in the containers, because I don't know that you're going to always get all your trash taken away if they have to walk over and dump out big, huge, nasty cans full of garbage. So, plus you don't want to attract animals and things to your door. So, I don't think that'll be a big deal, but it's something we'll have to be really watchful of. What about all these large bulk items? That's going to be included. I made sure that I pointed that out to our service providers when we were talking with them about what kind of contracts we would take on. We don't want people to be stuck because they have residents who move out and the landlord now has all kinds of bulk items. What do I do with them? You can set it all by the curb and they'll take it away. That's going to happen once a week. There's no additional charge beyond the service contract, which is going to help out in keeping our costs lower on the homeowners association time. It's also going to save people the trouble of trying to figure out how do I get a couch from one side of the neighborhood to the other side of the neighborhood to drop it off. And hopefully it'll eliminate the single family homeowners coming up and throwing their big bulk items up there. Same thing is for Christmas trees too, I should point out. Even if this happens, so for you landlords, if somebody has to have all their stuff set out and they don't come and get it, we'll take care of it. I made sure to point that out. It'll all go away. And the same thing for a townhome owner who is getting ready to move out, and maybe you've got a ton of stuff that you just don't plan on moving with you. You just set it out, it'll go away. And no problem whatsoever. You won't have a problem from the homeowners association because we know that it's going to be taken care of, and you won't have a problem from the trash company because they've already worked that into the deal. And that's supposed to say even if this happens, not even if his happens. I just noticed my error. Costs. Current dumpster plan, like I said, I know we were at around $600 per month as of our year 2 rate, so we're probably somewhere close to that. That's $937 per townhome or $7,200 per year. The new cost would be $615.68 per month, $962 per townhome, $733.16 per year. So we're talking $388.16 over our second year rate, 25 cents more per unit, $15.58 per month. I think this is a no-brainer personally. My recommendation to the board, we do not increase dues. The current budget's going to run slightly over, even if we're set at that $600 rate. I don't have it in front of me. Sydney will be able to advise on that. But we're looking at no more dumpster cleanup, no more bulk item pickup. I think the value is there. I don't see any reason for the board to stress over a few extra dollars. I think this is very minimal. We can easily absorb it in our current budget going through the year. Questions, comments, concerns from those outside of the board, you can search Almond Glen HOA on YouTube. In fact, not only do I ask you to search for it, I ask you to go there and subscribe. If we get over 100 people subscribing to the YouTube channel, we'll be able to stream live on YouTube instead of having to go through Facebook, which would mean we can get the picture or get the videos there a lot easier for our residents. So I see that as a positive, and would ask that you take the time to go over there to Almond Glen HOA on YouTube and subscribe to us. Almond Glen HOA, we have the Almond Glen Owners Association page. That is a board-driven page on Facebook. You can go there and interact with us. I think that's a much better place to argue out issues with the Homeowners Association as opposed to the Almond Glen Friends page. Not to mention, we heavily monitor the Almond Glen Owners Association page. So if somebody starts taking things in a more personal nature, we'll take care of those comments. As always, almondglenhoa.com, almondglenhoa.org, same thing. And then nextdoor.com. And remember, on the Almond Glen HOA page, there is a newsletter you can sign up for. We do not put stuff out very often, but when we do, it's just linking you back to these important issues that are coming up. Nextdoor is tied to your address. I think it's a great tool. Thank you.